単位は5のテスト。
Hello everybody, my name is Drake.
And I'm Grant.
And together we are Jojoverdrive. It took longer than I thought it would to get this,
Have
but...
you ever thought about that?
What? Huh?
Are we Jojoverdrive?
I thought we were. Last I checked.
I don't know anymore.
Maybe we'll find out.
We're seeing how our One Piece video is. I think we're gonna
I
wrap
already
it up.
fell off.
If you guys didn't know, which I would guess most of you didn't know, we put a One Piece video out, and you know,
I guess
the channel's
JoJo
over.
and One Piece don't mesh. I guess that's
not.
their opponents. Whatever. I don't mind what you guys watch. You know, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all or anything. You know. But okay. We have questions and we're gonna give you answers. So I hope you guys are ready. How many questions got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's too many questions to count. We'll just let's.
All right, you know what?
Let's go.
Video over.
Video over. I can't find
video.
it. You guys suck at questions. Make better ones next time. Video over. Roll credits. They're coming through now.
Coming through now.
Okay. Given a new season pass for whoever you want, who would you add into All-Star Battle R without caring about what other fans want or what's most likely or feasible to happen? We have a video about stuff like this, but that's more of like predictions and stuff. If I literally just wanted the dream pass or whatever, it would probably be Jobin would be my number one. And then I'm a big supporter of Blackmore. And then maybe a couple more. Honestly, there's a lot of characters in it. Somehow if you could add with just no restrictions or whatever, Ringo Rodigan would be really cool. Noticing a pattern here, it's all the new stuff because I think everything's pretty much covered. And then if I had to switch things up a little bit just for funsies because I can't think of anything, maybe a Rikiel. Yeah, throw Rikiel in there.
There you go.
It's a good floor. What about you?
So obviously, I would have to go with Jotaro Part 5.
Jotaro, yes. Okay.
Jotaro when he appears at the end of Part 2.
Of course.
And Jotaro when he appears in the Phantom Blood intro.
That's a great selection. A lot of variety there.
What I'd go with if I had to like be more varied, I'll go with Mikitaka, who I wanted for Part 4, and they did freaking Yuya, which was boring.
Okay, Yuya's good. Don't diss Yuya.
Mikitaka's better than that.
No, Yuya's better.
For Part 6, I would have wanted all of the Dio brothers together as like a, like Pokemon trainer. Like swapping them out.
That's a fun idea. The fact that they didn't do that for the Pillar Men is kind of. They could have done that, save time. But I'm glad they included them as separate. But
yeah. And then probably Part 7, I would go with. Blackmore. I don't want to like tread on what you said so much. Blackmore just seems like so cool.
Blackmore is cool.
I'll go with Mountain Tim then as a fun.
Okay, Mountain Tim. Okay, that's a good option. That's a really
and then
good
for
option.
Part 8, I'd probably do like Toru. I think needs to be in, but he's probably already gonna get in.
He's probably
so,
that's my guess.
Then I'll go with Yasuo.
I'm actually rescinding my season pass. I'm changing it to everyone but Joshu. I don't care what it is. Just don't include him. Get him out of there. So yeah, there you go. Next question. Do you think that this part, I assume Part 9, based on the rest of the question, do you think that Part 9 might be focused too much on Araki attempting to make something cool and hip? It feels like we've gotten an influx on pulp culture references, even in these first couple of chapters, that weren't really prevalent in most others. Feels very Zoomer-oriented.
Yeah, I honestly kind of felt like the fight with Skibbity Toilet
that was a bit much. I think he was really pushing it at that point. Yeah. Jumbo Josh's cameo appearance was really okay. I kind of disagree with this. I feel like every single part is pretty contemporary for the time, but now we haven't had a new part in a decade. So now that we're seeing it with the modern culture, 10 years ago, pop culture was not this like pop. Basically, there was different things. Even if you look at stuff like Jotaro playing video games and stuff like that, Josuke also did that. That was like kind of like a newer like trend at the time. So including stuff like modern references and like music stuff isn't new or anything. It just feels new because we've been stuck in 2011 for the past 10 years. So that's why it feels very new. Araki's always kind of changed with the times, it feels, except for, of course, the westerns and the Victorian whatevers. But I do see where you're coming from.
I definitely do too, but I think it's just about him wanting to do something a little fresh, and I think it's, we're not used to the characters as much yet. We don't have Jodio using a bunch of slang yet.
And look, have you heard a Zoomer talk before? It could be way worse. It could be.
You listen to us talk.
Listen to us. Don't leak us out to the public as Gen Z.
Oh my God, we're
leak
in
us.
the range.
We're in the range. We're Zoomers. I hate the word Zoomers so much. Can I say?
Yeah.
What if we call Boomers Gen Bs? What if we just started doing that? That'd be kind of funny.
But basically, yeah, what we're saying is that we need it to get worse in future chapters.
Yeah, get more up the levels. I think everyone should start doing TikTok compilations. I don't even think, are TikTok compilations thing? No, I mean kind of on YouTube. I don't have TikTok.
It's not Vine. It's not like Vine.
Vine compilations are a big thing. I feel like TikTok is more just people use it, right? It's less of compiling a video. Whatever. Anyways, whatever. Don't get me started. If they were to make another JoJo game, what genre would you want it to be?
JRPG.
Yeah, honestly, RPG might be the best thing. We have fighting games, we have All-Star Battle R and stuff like that. Honestly, what genre of game would I want it to be? I'd want it to be fighting game with rollback netcode. That's what I want. All-Star Battle R is for those who don't know what rollback netcode is, because not all of you may be like super fighting gamey. It's not even like that big of a fighting game thing. I'm just saying some people might not know. It's basically good internet. That's basically it. All-Star Battle R's internet sucks. It's not good. Anyone who played, you can't even find matches anymore. Like, it tanked. Like, All-Star Battle R for the first month or so was kind of fun, but even the internet sucked back then, and everyone just stopped playing it. Whatever. So re-release it, but better, please. Thank you. But RPG, there was a really, really old RPG back then.
There was one for Part 3.
Yeah.
Stardust Crusaders.
It was just Stardust Crusaders? Okay.
I believe something like that.
Something. But yeah, that's really old. Apparently in that one you can it's just a recreation of Stardust Crusaders, but it's kind of slightly different or something.
You know what? I have a different idea for a video game that they should do. They should do Lego JoJo's Bizarre
Lego.
Adventure
Oh my god! If there was a Lego set released of what would be a good set
on the channel if they do it.
Oh, absolutely. What? I'm making up a question right now. If you could have a Lego set of a JoJo scene, what would you want it to be?
I think Love Train.
Ooh, the train and it's have Valentine's. Oh, that'd be fun. On a little horse.
2 horses.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's good. I want a Lego wheelchair for Johnny. That's what I.
They have Lego wheelchairs.
I was thinking, do they? I haven't seen one before. Let me Google one right now. Lego wheelchair.
You could do Mario.
Oh my god, they do. I've just never considered it. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, Mario, that's a good one. Like a Tonio's or something like that. That'd be fun. Joestar Mansion as the big one.
That'd be cool.
Classic. Have Vampire Dio. Oh, that'd be great.
Coliseum Part 2.
Oh, that's fun.
Coliseum
Whole thing, mate. Lego video game. There we go. Lego JoJo: The Complete Saga. Put it up there. Get on that. Is Telltale still a thing? Are they still? They're the ones behind it still?
TT Games.
Not Telltale. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Yeah.
It's actually confusing. This is now more of a tangent, but Telltale actually made the first Lego games, but then later on a different company called TT Games.
I don't believe you. That the company that took over was called TT.
No. Oh shit. Oh wait, am I stupid? I think stupid, actually.
They're the same. I bet they're the same damn thing, and it's just a brand thing.
Telltale, they were the ones that did all the Choose Your Own Adventure.
Oh, you're so right.
I was also wrong about what I just said. I was thinking of the Lego Island games, but they were not made by Telltale.
Okay, yeah. I was the one that was confused. I was the one. It is TT. Yeah. It's Traveler's Tales. Oh my god.
Traveler's Tales.
Why would they do that? I just think of Game Company Tales.
Traveler's Tales to TT Games, yeah. People are now
people are like, it's Jojoverdrive! How could you make that mistake? I'm sorry, I never played Walking Dead or anything like that. Did they die anyway? Isn't Telltale bankrupt or something?
Now,
I think they're dead, yeah. What in the hell are we talking? JoJo games.
First-person
Okay.
shooter JoJo game.
But they have freaking the arcade exclusive JoJo Battle
yeah.
Royale in
Yeah,
Japan. And there was it wasn't a huge movement. There was a sizable portion of the JoJo fan base that was like trending on Twitter saying like, guys, you have to port JoJo Last Survivor. I think that's what it was called.
First game to have 5 players on it.
I'm just saying that JoJo first person shooter kind of sounds awesome. So go for it. Just make every single genre. You could do it. You could manage. I believe in you. Hell yeah. Why not? But no, RPG would be the best. RPG that literally goes through every single part. I genuinely would think.
Turn-based for me, I would think.
Turn-based, yeah. Oh, not like a
Action
Final
RPG?
Fantasy remake or anything like that. No, like a Final Fantasy. But not like a modern Final Fantasy, like a Final Fantasy. Yeah, whatever. I'm moving on. How long do you think Part 9 will go on for, and do you think it's the last part, or does Rocky have some more in him?
Part 9 will outlast all of us.
I think so.
The death of the universe will happen.
Exactly. There's when the final thought of Cthulhu has been thunked, there will be JoJo Part 9. No, but I think we've kind of like talked about this occasionally, but like honestly, same length as Part 8. I'm gonna be real. It just feels right.
Exactly.
Maybe I don't think it's gonna be longer. I think it's gonna be at like shortest, slightly shorter. If it beats Jojolian by like 1 month longer, then sue me, okay? But you get what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna go go more than like 11 years. That would be insane. I think it's gonna be. I also think
like, Jojolian went on longer than I think he wanted it to.
It seems like it.
Expecting it. I shouldn't say him wanting it to. I think what he expected.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my, is it that time again? Is it the complaint about Jojolian in Jojoverdrive time? Check your bingo boards. Check your bingo boards, people.
No.
Yeah, part 8's long. I'm ending it there. It's long. There we go. It dragged out.
But yeah, I mean, we're almost getting to the first year done, which is kind of crazy, especially with the hiatus. We're only gonna have 2 more chapters before it's been a full year.
And yeah. On the whole, is it the last part thing? We talked about this in the last video, but maybe that's I got no clue. At this point, probably just timeline wise, he's getting pretty old.
He's old, but I mean I don't know. I think people use his age too much. People worked longer. He's probably in pretty good health. I think he just wants to work until he's dead. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably not, but who knows? He's a man of mystery.
I definitely don't think it's a definite no, like 90% of the community thinks, where it's like, oh, 100%.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. And I don't even think a lot of people are saying like, oh, the last part's going to be this big, super grand thing. No, he doesn't have to do that. I don't think he's going to do Eyes of Heaven for the final thing. I think it's going to be something like this. It's like whatever he wants to do is whatever is going to happen. Okay. Yeah. In Part 9, guess how many stand move reveal / power-ups Jodio will get?
1. Yeah,
that's
1.
Moving on. Okay.
No, he'll get 1 power-up at the end of the part. Whatever the new thing will be. It won't be something before like that has been established before. It won't be November Rain Go Beyond or anything. It'll be a new name.
I hope so. Araki isn't exactly known for like perfect patterns or whatever, but just in this circumstance, this is a super weird specific detail, but November Rain's design feels more like it would get 1 upgrade. Not like it doesn't look like a Tusk Act 1 or an Echoes Act 1. It doesn't look like it has a ton of room to grow. Gold Experience had like 1 upgrade and it didn't even change visually that much. Soft and Wet Go Beyond didn't even look different. It just it was just a hidden ability. If anything, I think it'll be closer to Go Beyond and just we'll learn more about the rain droplets, which feel like kind of I don't want to say obvious for if it just doesn't happen, but I feel like the rain droplets have to be involved with something
raindrops
spinny.
Spin, yeah.
Come on, there's spherical shapes, just like the bullets and for Tusk and the soap bubbles. I just feel like it makes sense. So yeah, 1. I think 1 by the end of the part, maybe even halfway. Who knows? There's no rules here, but
once they meet Josuke, we're gonna have the bubbles going on top of the raindrops to have the ultimate spin grenade.
Yeah, exactly. That's I hope that happens. Observe as in the next 10 years we discover that Jodio has actually 20 different acts to his stand, and this age is the worst. Next chapter, he gains 20 acts each per page. Okay. Do you think Paco could have gotten his stand by other means? Rokakaka, some alternate universe stand arrow, lava rock, yada yada yada. Maybe? This specifies Paco just because the whole thing about him being gone for a while, so we don't exactly know what happened. But just any character, period, we don't really know details. As far as I know, we never see how Jodio gets it. He just always has it, right? Or honestly, any of them, right?
They just have it. They just have it. I think we're just assuming because it's a Joe star, they just have it. But for the others, obviously, we don't know.
Well, no, that's true. I think it was more because in part 8, because the land was kind of corpsey or whatever, holy corpsey. So that's probably that, and the whole bite marks thing, which I never got elaborated on. But in simplest terms, I think Hawaii as a whole, my theory has been this whole time, Hawaii as a whole is somehow related to the corpse parts in some sort of way. Don't know how yet at all, but I think it's a similar to Morio's situation where it visited there and it became oh my god, what's it called? Devil's Palm. It became a Devil's Palm.
I mean, this would be treading a lot of the same story, I think, of part 8 a little bit, but it's hard for me not to think that if Johnny has to get from New York to Japan with the Holy Corpse, he would stop off in Hawaii.
Yeah.
In that time?
That makes sense.
It's like early 1900s where it's a boat trip, he would definitely stop at Hawaii first.
That feels right. I don't want to over-theorize and have nothing happen and then be sad,
I'm just saying it would make sense, but then I'm like, okay, we're gonna get the Johnny flashback. Like, that seems like a little bit too formula, you know?
I just feel like Araki's been pretty consistent with the whole Devil's Palm thing for being the creation of, like, stands. It's been, in the new universe, the only other way a stand was ever quote-unquote created was fusing Josefumi and Kira, and that was already just two people who had stands made one stand. That wasn't really like a new method or anything like that. But this guy's also asking if we think there's going to be an alternate universe stand arrow. I don't think so. I think he's got the system in place for creation of stands.
Yeah, and I like the system in the new universe more than stand arrows.
Yeah, it's a little
more mythical, you know.
Yeah, the entire existence of natural born stand users was always a rarity, even in the original universe, and it's become basically extinct to my knowledge in the new one. Is there a natural born stand user in the new one? I can't think of one. Probably is randomly somewhere, but I think it's exclusively corpse shenanigans nowadays. I think. I can't think of an example.
Poco Loco.
Oh yeah, Poco Loco.
He's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
The gears were turning.
I have no gears. They're all gone.
The online ones too. So.
As far as I'm aware. People tell us if you remember anything about that. Thank you. Okay. Next up. What's the single thing from JoJo's you two disagree on most? I'd say
Part 5 ending, right?
Part 5 ending, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's a very good ending. No, stop! Stop saying that. It's so cool because the rock was actually in the past, and then the things fell off the building, and then Misto was in there. That's so awesome. That's awesome. Cool. Sleeping Slaves is great.
It literally grinds the story to a halt, and then you have freaking Golden Experience, Deus Ex Machina.
No, it's not Deus Ex Machina. They set up the stand arrow from the moment Polnareff is introduced as this is the solution to our problem, and then they get it, and then they fight over it, and then they get it, and it wins because it was the solution to the problem. That was the sole setup. There was nothing there that wasn't already previously established.
It sucks.
You don't even understand. You don't even understand the complexities of fates, and that's the theme. That's the thematic thing. Is that the sleeping slaves are slaves? You know.
Sucked.
Why?
Because Polnareff doesn't get to reunite with Jotaro and Joseph again.
That's
why. That's the real reason.
That's the reason it sucks.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fair, I guess. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, Jotaro was off doing who knows stuff in Morio. Stuff like that, just hanging around writing about starfish and stuff like that. He's a busy guy. He doesn't need
He had to
to
raise his son,
He
obviously.
had to
He
raise-
neglected
Don't
his
even
daughter.
say that. Don't even notion the idea. Don't group us in with the people who actually think that. Don't even. You've already started a war.
I mean, if you look at our stand tier list, you could see some disagreements in there. But besides, I think part 5 ending's the biggest one.
Yeah, honestly, we agree on a lot of things, and sometimes every now and then you'll hear like one small thing, but that's probably the biggest. Is that I love part 5's ending and he doesn't like it at all because he's wrong. Okay. Least favorite stand from each part. Oh, we're just going on the negativity today. That's awesome.
I know.
Just
have our stand tier list.
off the top of my head, stand tier list was kind of like a mix of ours, though. There was a lot of like compromising there. We weren't too different with that one, but there was obviously, as we just said, there's some differences. If I had to name mine, from off the top of my head, part 3. Oh my gosh. The problem is part 3's worst stands are like the ones I can't remember because that is the. You know what? I'm gonna pull up right now.
You know, I've got it pulled up, so I'll go first.
Wait, the Jojo wiki. Yeah, you go first. I'll pull up the wiki.
I mean, I'm gonna be very technical each part, and I'm gonna say part 3, Holly stand does nothing but try and kill her.
That's fair.
Part 4, probably like.
Part 4 is a lot of good ones.
Lock's pretty boring. Lock has such like everything's good.
That's
In Lock.
true.
Or in part 4, everything's good. In Lock. Yeah, I guess I'll say the Lock for that one, but I like everything there. Part 5, Rolling Stones, obviously.
Die.
The ending sucks.
Die.
Part 6 is Boiling Water Stand.
Sure, you're
I'm
boring.
cheating, man.
You're cheating. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna do only named ones. You know, fine. I'm not a cheater.
Part 7, probably. I don't like Chocolate Disco that much. This is kind of spoiling your tier list. Chocolate Disco, I don't like that much.
Naming the least favorite stand of each of us is not gonna ruin the next 2 videos.
No. I'm just saying.
Not the next 2 videos, period. Just the next 2 of the tier list. Don't. That's not a promise.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Chocolate Disco there, and then Jojolian. Maybe like the Schnott keys because they don't really.
The Schnott keys? It's
Yeah.
shot key.
Schnott
The
keys.
Schnott key.
I don't know why I thought there was an N there. I was like, what? Shot keys.
I guess you have to pick from JoJo lands. Which one's your least?
So far, the Hustle, probably.
How dare you? Okay.
I mean, like.
Okay, I'm gonna not cheat and actually do only named stands, so excluding Jonathan and Holly and etc. From part 1, my least favorite. This could immediately contradict whatever I said in the tier list
Part
video
3.
because I'm stupid. Part 3 would have to be. Ebony Devil kind of sucks.
Ebony Devil's
Ebony Devil's garbage.
Yeah.
Diamond is Unbreakable. I'm not a fan of Surface. Surface is kind of
Yeah.
lame. Surface is kind of lame. Yeah. Part 5. If I had to say anything, there's a lot. Oh, I forgot how good Part 5 stands are because Part 5 is great. Babyface. Babyface is weird, and I don't like him very much. Part 6. Yo-Yo Ma. That's right, I hate Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma's a dumb
yeah, I
man.
forgot because
He's a
you got
dumb
your
man.
stupid opinions. Where'd you get him at the stupid store?
I picked them up straight from Stupid RS. You know what? Okay, they have very good prices. Part 7, Tubular Bells. Tubular Bells is kind of is the weakest. I like Tubular Bells. That's just because Part 7 is so strong and it stands. Even like something like Wired is cool. And Part 8, if I had to pick anything, Shot Key number 2. Yeah, it's the poison duffel bag. It's not very elaborated on or anything. And JoJo Lands, I'd say Smooth Operators.
That was my other. I'm with them. They just haven't done anything yet. So.
They haven't done, and also the ability's kind of similar to the Hustle, honestly. I mean, it's different. Obviously, it's different, but like kind of like the idea of moving, like body parts. It's kind of similar. And the Hustle is it's a better name. Yeah,
we
so
said this before with the chapter stuff, but it's surprising that Part 9 doesn't really have any humanoid stands besides Heaven's Door.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'd be fine if they introduced a humanoid stand like soon. But
Yeah.
as it stands right now, it's fun. I just got reminded there's no chapter this month.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
We're making this video
Because
because
there's no chapter. I was looking at the calendar at the bottom right, thinking, oh, how long do I have to wait until I see next chapter? And I realized, no, there's still another month at least. Damn it. Okay, so there you go. That's the least favorite stands. If you disagree with our opinions, suffer.
You're banned.
You're banned from Jojoverdrive. You're no longer. You have your Patriot title stripped from you, and your YouTube account is now gone.
Deleted. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This question is: do you guys when your and when when the oven food have why the cold? This actually
oven I when your do you when I cold oven when I yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, next question. Is the woman looking over at a Rocky eating a sandwich the true mastermind behind the Stray Cats? This is referring to the image of put it on screen. This is referring to the image of a Rocky eating a donut. Or not donut. Is it a sandwich? I swear it's a donut. I'm stupid. Why did I say sandwich? I swear it was a donut. I'm going crazy? Am I going crazy?
It's a donut.
Is it actually saying whatever, man?
Yes, it's a donut. But the actual question says sandwich. But this was the photo we used for asking the Q&A questions.
And there's a woman looking at a Rocky eating the donut. This question is proposing that perhaps she is in charge of...
Well, this is actually going to be an exclusive, but we wrote to Araki asking this question for you.
We did. And
he wrote back saying that this is actually Meryl McHugh.
This is the woman herself. This is Meryl McHugh standing right there. I know it may sound crazy, but we actually have a direct hotline to Araki. He answers a lot of our questions, actually. And whenever you guys suggest something to put in the parts, he makes sure they don't happen. And that
if you wire tap us $10,000 a month, we will have him answer all of your exclusive questions.
If you donate to us $100,000, we will make sure Joshu does not get into All-Star Battle R.
Even if he's already playing, we're gonna delete it.
We'll make sure. Okay. Next up. What are your thoughts about the high voltage arc? Do you feel it takes away from the funny Valentine fight by not letting it be the final battle? Do you think the world has fan service, etc.? High voltage is baller, okay? High voltage is awesome. There should be like a 10-hour video essay on why high voltage is so cool, because it is so cool. You won't see it from us because we're lazy, but it should exist. Someone else better than us, go make that. What do you think?
High voltage is good, but it is just fan service, and
That's
it felt
you just finish your thought.
I do think it kind of artificially extends the part a little bit, but like I think it's too good that I'm like I don't really care. I just think it's just weird. I get that they wanted like, oh well, we got to finish the race now, so we need another villain, but it just feels weird after you already beat Valentine.
No, I disagree on that point. I like it in terms of the story representation of the ending of Johnny's like story, because he has this whole like thing about how Johnny's like never been able to beat Dio or whatever, even in the past, and like races Dio was always like winning or whatever, and even at the very, very end of everything, he still can't beat Diego. And even in the not even just the race, but in the fight itself, he unlocks Tusk Act 4, arguably one of like the strongest ever stands, and he still can't even touch him. Even after he is dead, he gets brought back, and it represents the whole kind of like thing where the threat of Dio is ever present in the JoJo world until JoJo Land. But the whole point is that Johnny has to not focus on like the race. He has to focus on like what's important or whatever. So he doesn't even end up defeating Diego. Lucy ends up defeating Diego. He just has to let it go. It's a very, I think, important and crucial character moment for Johnny that everyone ignores just because it happens to also be really good fan service. That is like half it. Yes.
Maybe you should make a high voltage.
I should make a high voltage.
You just wrote the script talking.
I did write Don't get me. I say a lot of words. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes
Once
they don't.
Once the Jobin video comes out.
Right? Oh my god, that's 20 hours. that's a whole nother thing.
Maybe for the 1 year anniversary.
Which is
in 2 months.
It's in 2 months. No, I don't believe you.
It is.
I don't believe that's like 8 months away at least. Come on, don't Don't be ridiculous, Grant. Don't be ridiculous. Don't. Come on. We're not that old.
It's December 11th.
Oh my god. We've been doing this for We've been doing this since before Part 9 was a thing. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on from the existential crisis, we have possibly the most important question on this list, which is opinions on Sprite.
One of my favorite sodas.
Probably one of the lesser characters in
I
Eternals. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Character.
I clapped really hard when that character got hit with a brick.
I drew it. I think it's Druid. Yeah, I remember like 5 names from that movie because they're all stupid.
We hate this.
We hate Eternals, by the way. Marvel's Eternals, for those who are not aware, it sucks. We both hate it. Moving on. Sprite, the drink-wise, I like it. I used to not be a big fan of Sprite when I was younger.
Good.
I don't know. I feel like I saw a soda and was like, it's clear. It's like, that's weird. I also I think I kept on confusing it with 7-Up because I'm not the biggest fan of 7-Up. It's like 7-Up is an obscenely mediocre soda. But Sprite's good. I can't drink a lot of it though. I can drink a lot of sodas. I can drink a lot of
what's
Dr.
better
Peppers,
than like all soda though?
Cokes. Yeah.
Water.
That's true. Go drink water, fellas.
Drink water.
I am a big fan of Diet Coke though. I'm one of those people. I'm a Diet Coke enjoyer.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a diet. I don't know. It does something to me, man.
Look how many cancelable takes he's had in this episode.
Such as
so
liking Diet Coke. To be fair, it's probably killing me from the inside. That stuff is like horrible for you.
Rotting you.
the audience isn't canceling me. The drink is. It's decided my fate for
sure,
me.
Morgan Freeman, you're rotting. You know.
Yeah, you're rotting. That's how relevant is that gonna be? Don't put an image of that on screen because I want to know how long it's gonna be relevant before until we look back on this, see that, and then be like, what the hell are we talking about? Okay, final actual question, because the other ones were all fake and wrong. We tricked you all. What's your favorite non-Jojo anime / manga? At the moment, mine would probably be Chainsaw Man. I'm a big fan. The manga is very, very good. The anime missed in a bit of places, but it's still a very good adaptation. What about you?
Obviously, Kagurabachi. How did you miss?
Kagurabachi. Oh, slip my mind. Sorry, I forgot.
I've been loving going through One Piece. I'm in the middle of Thriller Bark right now, so that's been my favorite manga right now. Dragon Ball, I think we both really
Dragon
like.
Ball, I love Dragon Ball.
But
the manga specifically, the anime is too slow.
Outside, I don't really read that much manga besides One Piece and I read like One Piece, Chainsaw Man, JoJo, and Kagurabachi. Unironically, I have been. I don't really read that much besides that. I mainly read Western comics, so I don't. Yeah.
I read more than he does. I've read more than he has in my life, but I don't even read that much. We're honestly outside of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We're not that big like anime people, really.
No,
we're really not.
Especially not anime. We do not watch that
more
much
than the
at all.
average person. Okay, I'd say if you add up all the time I've watched all my series, I've watched more than the average person. But in terms of variety, absolutely not. More the average person has seen more
favorite
stuff.
Favorite non-JoJo anime is Ava though.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ava's great. Ava's great.
Yeah.
One Punch Man season 1. I'm just gonna say that. That's really
favorite Western comics, Invincible, because I have to mention that because I love Invincible.
Season 2 is coming up soon.
I know.
Wow. I know. That's gonna be a whole event. I haven't read Invincible. I've only seen it like 99% of the population. What else do I really like? I already mentioned Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is really good. The manga is the best way to experience Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I've read most of Z, and it's very good.
Me and Grant have been going through a lot of the older movies, and they're such a mixed bag. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, let me actually peruse real quick. Which
ones
we've done so far.
The best one so far. For those who haven't clicked off the video, the first Cooler movie is really good. That's a fun one. I remember I liked Android 13. That was really good.
First Cooler movie is the best of the original Z movies.
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah,
we're not through them all.
We're talking about the old ones. Not like Battle of the Gods is better. Broly's better. Superheroes better. The new Dragon Ball movies, people are taking for granted how good these new movies are because the old ones are not nearly as quality.
Resurrection F is the worst thing of all time, and I'm like, it's not like the greatest thing, but it's better than
like
all of the old ones.
a good chunk of the old ones.
And Evolution we watched too, which was peak.
Oh, Dragon Ball Evolution. I heard you just say Evolution. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Evolution.
Dragon Ball Evolution. Yeah, that's very quality. Please watch now.
It's a funny movie, honestly,
It's a
more than
funny
anything.
movie.
Yeah.
It's funny. What other series besides Dragon Ball? I could name so many things, but the moment I'm actually asked what to name, I blank out. Berserk. I've read through all of he hasn't touched Berserk, but I've read all of Berserk and it's very good.
I watched all of One Punch Man season 1, and it's good. I've watched a lot of Attack on Titan, and it's good. It's overrated though.
I'm caught up with Attack on Titan's anime, and I pretty much know the ending already because it's impossible to avoid spoilers at this point. But I think it's really good. I do also think it's kind of overrated. It's not. Everyone says it's like the best ever, and I'm like, no, it's not. Clearly, you haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Please watch it now. Clearly. What else? I really like My Hero Academia, which has gotten a bad rap recently, but I'll stand by it till the end of goddamn time. I love that series.
That's Okashibe Rohan, obviously.
Yes. Purple Haze Feedback, not an anime or manga, but you know, I have to include it as something I've never read before in my life. But yeah, that's a good list. That's a good list of higher up ones. I've definitely forgotten something. I got
You just want the anime and manga.
Not the true literary experience of I don't know. I don't read a lot. I don't.
Lord of the Rings.
I've read all of Lord of the Rings, and I've not read like anything else. That's like my biggest reading of
Hobbit
all time.
Hobbit's good.
Hobbit's
That's classic literature.
Hobbit, if you're interested in read The Hobbit and just ignore everything else because it's really long. It's really long. Oh, hey, if you're a big reading fan out there, which I guess if you are, I don't know. Reading fans are nerds.
Read
nerds
Chad
and losers.
listening to this.
Any read chat? No, don't say that. no more speaking for you. We just talked about Zoomer speak, like at the very beginning of this video. Stop it. You're influencing Araki. He's listening to us right now. We already mentioned, we know him. Araki, I'm so sorry. Araki, please do not include the word Chad or based and red pilled in part 9. Thank you. That's about it. So please ask us more questions because we love questions. We love Sprite. Again, they don't even have to be JoJo related, as we were just talking about. Ask us anything. However, it's pretty clear you guys are mostly here for JoJo, so if you just want to ask about JoJo, that is fine by me. I have major mental illnesses which are causing me to only talk about JoJo for 99% of my life. So, go ahead and just keep on keeping on. Anything you'd like to add?
And also keep on keeping on subscribing.
That's a good thing to add. See? Oh, look at that. We just got 10 new subscribers. Look at that. The numbers are rolling in. We just beat everyone in the world. Oh my god. Thanks, Jojoverdrive. Mr. Beast has been dethroned. We should do Mr. Beast type videos, except I don't know. You
guys think we should pivot our channel to Kinder Surprise egg openings?
JoJo surprise egg openings? Oh my god, it's Echo's Act 1 in the egg! Oh my god! Guys, I can't believe it!
Or I guess it's like Coco Melon now, right? That's the big one.
Is that the thing? I think that's even kind of old news. It's not old news. It still makes like $1 billion a day. But anyways, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother video because we have a lot of things to talk about as long as you guys want to hear it. So
we got our 3-hour discussion on Dragon Ball Dia incoming.
Dragon Ball Dia, that's right. Is Daima? Whatever it's called. The thing that got announced recently. Anyways, thank you everybody. Like the button and click the subscribe and also comment a comment. That's what you gotta do. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. This is Jojoverdrive, signing off.
Shake it like it's heat. Overdrive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Overdrive. Left the downside up to top notch. Whatever haters do.